In the days of the judges, Israel was caught in a cycle of sin and suffering. Enemy nations oppressed them, and for 20 years they lived in fear under the cruel hand of Sisera, commander of the Canaanite army. His 900 iron chariots seemed unstoppable. Israel had warriors, but no one had the courage to rise, until God raised up an unlikely leader. Her name was Deborah. The Bible calls her a prophetess, a wife, and a judge. She would sit under a palm tree in the hill country, and the people of Israel came to her for wisdom and justice. Think about that. While the culture gave power to men, God gave authority to Deborah. She didn't fight with a sword. She led with discernment, boldness, and faith. We don't know her childhood story, but we know the fruit of it. A woman who learned to listen to God. A woman who carried peace when others panicked. A woman who became the trusted voice of a whole nation. Then came the moment that defined her legacy. God gave Deborah a word. "Go, for I have delivered Sisera into your hands." She called Barak, Israel's commander, and gave him the charge. But Barak hesitated. He said, "I will go, but only if you go with me." Even the general knew, if Deborah was there, God was there. So Deborah went. She stood beside Barak as the army faced Sisera's chariots. From a human view, the battle was impossible. But Deborah lifted her voice and declared, "Up, for this is the day the Lord has given Sisera into your hands." And God fought for Israel. The skies opened, rain flooded the battlefield, and the chariots sank in the mud. Israel surged forward, and Sisera's mighty army fell that day. When victory came, Deborah didn't take the credit. She lifted her voice in worship, singing a song of triumph, of leaders who rose, of volunteers who offered themselves, of a God who never abandons his people. Her song still rings like a prophecy of courage across generations. But here's where it reaches you. Deborah's story is not just about the past, it's a mirror for today. She asks, where is God calling you to rise up? You may not face iron chariots, but maybe you face fear, doubt, or resistance. Maybe your battlefield is your family, your workplace, your faith walk. Are you holding back where God is asking for boldness? Deborah shows us that leadership is not about position, it's about obedience. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's faith that God goes before you. So now the question is yours. Will you rise in your generation? Will you step into the call God has placed on your life? Like Deborah, your obedience could shift not just your story, but the story of everyone connected to you.